still have Little Caesars in it?
Caesars next to it.
Okay.
It's a mess now. Alright.
They're not owned by the same people that have Mehars.
No.
Cause they own one of the Nephi somewhere too, I don't know which one that is.
Oh, he bought the other part.
Okay.
He bought
I think where there's another gas station.
the Exxon down on the
Oh, on the way up the canyon.
No.
Oh.
Down on other exit.
Oh, clear.
Yeah, big truck stop down there.
Oh, okay.
Move it right.
Cause they had the station at the mouth of Spanish Fork Canyon, they sold it.
Yeah, they sold that one.
Fairview.
Yeah. And I know he's having some problems with Fairview, but
I tried to get them all in
Yes.
business.
yeah.
Wherever he disappeared to.
I don't like how it's set up. Two. Give your money to the other guy.
I give it the one closer to us.
Okay.
It's open, but it's only open for a few hours a day.
Oh, they finally found some.
Yeah,
2
well,
days
his,
ago they were saying they
his wife is gonna come in. Yeah, they do burgers from like 11 to 2, so it's not very long hours.
that's what it is.
But they could do pretty successful if they
Yeah,
had
they're
someone.
looking for somebody.
Alright,
There you go.
I'm done with my moolah.
About time, sheesh.
I just haven't put it in the computer.
Okay, so
Alright,
let's start with the fact that Mickey has to leave in 1 hour.
I have to be at work at 2:30, so I have to be out of here by
Or
what?
11:30, 12:30. Okay.
Well, let's don't drag it out, let's do it.
Yeah, let's not drag it out.
That's all I want to get started with. So we'll be quick and try to get. Can you guys hear okay?
Yeah. Do this? Do this? Over?
You guys can come up if you'd like.
No, it's okay. We can hear it, yeah. Don't worry.
Don't
Do I
worry.
smell that bad?
Don't worry.
I
If
shall.
I don't hear anything, and then I tell you again. Can you repeat again?
Okay. Glad to have everybody come out. It's good. And a lot of progress, a lot of success, a lot of, I think, good things going on. So, I guess, what do you want to start with?
Start the meeting,
No, that's my job as assistant, I guess.
11:30, start.
And do we need to go over the minutes from last year?
So what? We said
Minutes from last year.
the benefits?
Minutes.
Minutes.
What was in our meeting last year? We took notes of?
Everyone should got a
Yeah.
copy of it in the mail.
Yeah, we got the minutes from last year.
Okay.
Okay. Um, no smiles.
That's nice.
Oh, you
Go
want
get
a
something to
treat?
eat. Go get something to eat.
There's goodies over there.
Go ahead. I'm giving you permission.
We want to see a smile on your face.
Don't gotta tell her twice.
No. Somebody want to help her open that?
So we got to open on top.
So, this
Move.
is,
Okay.
I
Let
created,
him help you.
Wow, 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 wow,
so
wow.
for the past people.
It's what?
So for the people who owned before, that aren't.
Previous owners.
The previous owners we have to work with. So if you wanna say what we have done with Sue.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Alright,
Is what we're looking at right now is the fact that Mickey's gone through and put a current on primarily every lot in here. Never happened.
never happened before.
Never happened before. That's impressive. Did it require us a lot of door knocking, irritating people, I guess? Never intended to upset anybody. Collections needed to be done. There was some we didn't win, so we went as far as the property owners, which is selling to other people here. And we made it clear, either bring their dues up current, or we're gonna go to court. Upon that, was valuable. We didn't have to spend a nickel in any court fees. Got our point across really quick. Don't intend to play hardball, but I don't have a problem with doing such. When I see a paper that says current, all the way through lot 29, 1 through 29, there's still some adjustments that do need to be made. We are aware of that,
We're doing research.
but they're in process. So, cool. Mickey and I, we invite everybody to go out with us. We don't, and we totally understand people are busy. That forgiveness all the way through on that. Mickey and I said, oh, I'm busy, but if we didn't go, it wasn't gonna happen. So we did. We had good times, bad times. We did it. We collected over,
We'll just say that we have in the bank before today,
what did we have in the bank when we took over a year ago?
we only had like
6,200?
6,000.
Sounds right.
6,200, I think. Where are we at now?
Well, before we pay our,
Before you turn this money in,
and about 19,000.
we were at 19,700 and something dollars. Well, higher than that. We were just short of $20,000 by about $100.
I don't know if this is the current one, I hope so. Sorry,
Is that after paying the road?
no,
No,
the
no,
road hasn't been paid yet.
But we've never had the ability to.
So I think everybody here that's been here a while knows that it took us 2 years to have $7,000 put towards the road. That was like $3,500 a year we was able to, and it took 2 years to save enough to justify pulling in trucks and graders and rollers and we did this in 1 year. We just spent 12,000.
Here, you want it?
$12,718.75 on road base. 3-inch rock to build that corner up. Multiple trucks on that to begin with, just to get that built up to where it would work. Then road base on top of it. Anybody wants to see how it was charged? Here's the bill.
Was that branch?
It is. And he had to put a fuel surcharge in because of anybody paying for gas right now knows. But he was
He was fair.
oh my
He's
gosh.
very generous, let's see.
He told me point blank, he told us, I'm gonna give you guys the price I've been giving you, because you're good customers. He warned me there'd be a fuel surcharge, and I see none. And it was supposed to be $75 per truck, which was 18 or 21 trucks.
I didn't know.
I think he forgave it. I think he took out your internet and your phone. He tried to dig that culvert out that was flooding across the corner down there, and he took it out. He did not charge us for that. He called it in, he took care of it. He apologized to me, he says, I'm the one that did it.
Oh, I thought the guy that lived there did it.
No, because both of yours and mine were out.
He had the
Right.
backhoe here to fix that culvert, and he just ate it.
Well, I bought that lot first. And then before I got to town, I called and changed to the lot I got now.
To get out of
And
there.
he told me that I'll have to dig a ditch from that road all the way through my property. And there's not been a ditch over there,
Yeah.
so.
So, Ranchos treat us way good, is what I wanna make sure we understand. Did I spend more than anybody wanted me to spend? I tried to keep in communication, I tried to make sure I don't just call the shot, I put it out. Eric said he wanted more, Gene said he wanted more, so I brought in, I think, 5 more trucks.
It just still didn't get on our side.
No. It probably would have taken another 8 trucks to probably complete the entire.
Ours ain't real bad, but it's real washboardy.
Right, our road gets real
He
much.
didn't grade it quite deep enough to suit me, but.
Yeah.
Part of it is, in order to keep the road nice, is if people slow down a little bit.
We have.
Speed definitely causes washboard.
Jesse, get back in here. Stop hiding.
If
Oh.
everybody kind of just,
But that
until
is
you get,
speed
until
is.
you get out of here, then you can do whatever the heck you want. But around these roads, when you speed down here, it ruins the road.
Ryan called me yesterday. He's like, these people are racing down the road, and that new road we're putting in is just a dust storm when they go past.
It's like
I've gone
30 feet
better.
tall.
We
the
never-
whole-
Alright.
We
I
never.
got
to 20, girl.
We never got enough moisture to lock the road in. And we would have had to pay probably another $5,000 or $6,000 to bring in water trucks, so that then the roller did that. We tried to hit it right at storm time to avoid that. We thought we'd get more moisture, we didn't. So if everybody can just slow down, that's a big thing. Pedro's got a heavy foot, just like Yessie. I know when Pedro's coming in and leaving. Yessie
I'm working on it.
and her little family is famous, and the people up on the top
If you have
right.
company that comes to visit you, we have to tell them.
I'm guilty. I have company come by once in a while. It's like,
Slow down.
we're here. Yeah, your dust trail isn't even off 89 yet. I know you're here.
Well, in the mountains, it's got a sign, says 5 miles an hour, no dust.
And that's the theory. If you're raising dust, slow it down. All it's doing is taking up the
road.
soil that locks the road in and turning it into dust.
And then all that dust gets in your house.
Oh,
Yep.
Well, it's part of living in.
That's why I know that here.
I don't like dust in your house. You live in the city.
No, I
Getting
know.
on the
yeah,
cross.
and I just seen a
know
fly
how
here
it
a second
draws.
ago, so yeah, we do live out here.
And I know that, but.
It's called the rain.
Wait, you dust your house? No, I don't.
I don't dust my house either. Only when people come.
Gets deep enough, you can plant stuff in it.
And then just 1 or 2 rooms, right?
Yeah, front row.
Just where they might see.
Just where they might
Wipe
see
the
the
bathroom down.
hallway and the bathroom.
You didn't get missed. He regraded yours because you've had such small traffic amount. It was 2 years ago when we did the road work.
They did that huge little.
We told them hit that because they've never really been hit.
It was just dirt.
And that's the first thing Cox came out and picked me up when we went on a road trip to help him make decisions. And he said, I cannot believe this area, your little lane, stayed so perfect. But I think it's because you had less traffic and Roy wasn't here so much. But he did grade it, and I know he dropped some in there because one of my pictures in my cameras shows he's using the grader to push a windrow. So I know it happened. All of us can probably say we didn't get enough. But if you don't have ruts, we're in good shape.
Yeah. The other corner over there was really bad.
That
That
Yeah.
bar corner was the worst one by far.
the dump truck would try to pass through here and right from their driveway on through here and just bury and bog and the UPS trucks and
Oh, yeah. And then the
and
garbage.
everything.
Oh, I stole this guy's.
Yeah, this whole land.
Yes.
Yeah. What was he stuck?
The FedEx lady was stuck back
On that back corner,
Yeah.
she tried to miss that ditch and
Where
sank
the
her
road
truck
washed
like
out.
that.
For some reason, she went way through the field trying to go around it. It was just mud.
We don't get a lot of rain or mud, but when it does, you couldn't get through it.
So during that spring thaw, the reason we had rivers running behind me and down the road, the ground is frozen and it wouldn't take any moisture. Had a frost line. The sun was melting the stuff on top, but it had no place it could soak in. That's why it was piling up in Mennonites and going over the road below you. Anyway,
in Tony Dan's good place.
We got a flowing river out back. I flew my drone up over it. It was like a raging
Yeah,
river.
it was, that hill behind my
I
place
had to use
was
my
a lake.
tractor and cut. I have a culvert.
Just couldn't keep up with it.
I've been there.
No,
down
damn
there,
gophers.
I've never seen
Oh.
Same went down at the corner from you. And I
Tony
think,
Dan's old house.
so,
So when we dumped it,
here's what Cox told me. He says, I says, how can you fix those? He says, I can bring my blow truck and I can suck it all out and you guys can pay me for that. Or you can ask one of your firemen if they'll bring a fire truck over with their nozzle. He says, they won't let you.
Just use
County,
it.
county
Rip
road,
it.
don't let us do it.
But doesn't Travis have his own fire truck or something? Maybe we could
Yeah,
talk him
Travis
into.
does, we could
Might be able to
probably,
talk him into coming and doing it.
He's a private citizen, he can maybe do it.
I've worked on vacuum trucks and done a lot of, where we cleaned out culverts and stuff, using water lines and stuff. You can get just a pressure washer and get a tip that goes on the end of a hose that actually speds backwards. It's meant for cleaning out pipes. You can get one of those, they're not that expensive, and a
Stuff it in and pull
standard
it out.
pressure washer. Hooked to like that 300-gallon tank like I got, most of us have. And you could run them through them culverts, and what you do, you start at the bottom, and that way it blows everything out and lets it run down.
Yeah, I'll have to do mine, but I knew a fireman, I just thought maybe.
Wish I could, we could.
Well, that was a great idea, but, okay,
Alright.
so, anyway, all in all,
That's actually how I've been doing
Um,
it, with a homemade.
one of the, are we,
what?
a few things we're gonna vote on is most improved lot. And so we need people recommending names or lots there. And another thing I just wanna quickly say is, let's continue common courtesy to each other, big time. It's valuable.
We're neighbors.
We're neighbors.
Everyone's neighbors here.
I may not do everything you like, I may piss you off, I may whatever. I appreciate being told, not by anybody but yourself. If it's something I really did, or you thought I did but I didn't do it, that's something the communication, a conversation can clear up. I think we have a great community, and I wanna do what I can to make it even better. I wanna be able to know that I can call out a neighbor.
If we need help
I want
or,
them to know they can call me out to help. There's only 29 lots in here.
Is all of them sold?
No.
That one across the street from you, next to me, is it sold?
someone owns it, Sue.
Pardon?
Sue,
Sue who?
Utah land.
Utah Lands, Jameson.
Not me.
Fred
Oh,
Smith.
Jameson and them?
You can't
Well,
get blood out of
someone
a turtle.
actually-
You try.
Well, they still own it. So they own like five lots still. Well, but people,
They have
I don't
probably
know how to
sold
say
and
it.
then they repossessed them.
Yeah. And if
Well, I had
anyone,
Max come try to sell me my piece of land.
Did you buy it?
Well, I had people driving up my driveway looking at my land.
Yeah.
And I go, hey, how's it going? I go, well, we're just looking at this piece of land. I said, we need to look a little further.
Yeah.
Max told him, hey, there's a land next to Gene over there.
There's a few of them that's happened like that.
Yeah.
We watched some people come start cleaning out that
Or over there.
the 2 lots across from me. They were supposed to clean up the lot next to it. So I had to go over there and they got a little grass. And I just said, well, you can either unload your trailer or I'll just call the sheriff. I've never seen nobody throw a trailer load of stuff back off where it wasn't even when they was trying to
Throw it
get
off.
it. And it was dust and tail lights. I'm like, what'd I say wrong?
Just
Anyway.
be careful, I mean, you know, keep eye on your property, don't let nobody sell it off of you.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you ain't looking.
And we need to watch out for each other.
Like neighborhood watch.
Yeah.
You know, just watch who comes in, who doesn't. Supposedly, a neighbor of ours have had stuff stolen from them. So just be aware around your surroundings and
There's
like
some fuel
that-
theft going on out of vehicles.
So I had someone living in that little shack out there. Cause I was cleaning it up and pulling things out, and there's like beer cans and water bottles stuffed under the pallets, and there's a few sleeping bags in there that were normally I put on the shelf, but they were just on the ground.
So you've been having squatters too, huh?
That was this winter, cause I was going up north all the time. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, someone was up in there.
When I text you and say.
I know I wasn't stashing no trash up there, you know, it's like.
You know, I've wondered, cause we was gone all winter too, and when
Yeah.
we came back, there was a lot of just little things that just didn't look right, you know?
So you have some people.
I've been wondering, I mean, we've got some more cameras, we had 6 months while we was gone, my cameras were down.
Someone had a rough. I'm in
The unfortunate thing is, times are getting tougher and people are getting more desperate.
Yeah.
So we all need to watch out for each other big time.
So I mean.
If you feel like someone's that shouldn't be there, call your neighbor, I think, or text your neighbor, say, hey.
Or do like I do, follow them down the road.
You know, when they're
I followed them all the way to your guys' house filming them.
When that
And they-
assessor or whatever was
Yeah,
there,
it
I
was
remember
the
it was like,
assessors.
I'm like, Jeff's out there gonna get somebody.
Didn't know who they were, and they were just being really weird looking at everybody's lots, you know, it made no sense.
County.
It was,
Oh, yeah,
it was the
too.
county
The
assessors.
county.
Once I went and talked to them,
County is-
but yeah, I got my camera and went and followed them for a minute and made sure I had identifiers, and then went and talked to them. Turned
Well,
out it
like
was
I
the
thought I
county.
had a break-in on the garage, and Tina was able to look at her cameras and, you know, just talking to your neighbors if you feel like something's missing.
Yep.
Almost everybody's got cameras out here.
Yeah, most
So-
of us, I think.
Just, you know, if you feel like something's missing, just talk to them. I mean,
If you're really worried about it in the nighttime, especially, you call Chris and he'll put his drone up.
I don't light it at nighttime.
That's illegal, isn't it?
well,
No,
the cops
it's got
actually
lights
show
and
right
stuff.
Oh, does that?
so-
Okay.
But I crashed into the house a couple days ago, so it doesn't,
Too expensive.
doesn't stop on a dime. Like,
Oh, yeah.
my last one, I took it up about 300 feet and throttled up, and all 4 props came off. Came
Oh,
out like a
no.
cannonball and exploded. The new one has different kind of props.
Oh, I'll just explode.
It was to watch it just go.
Oh, man. No, cause I want one so bad. I want one so bad. But I just, every time I go to spend money on it, life comes out. You know what I mean?
They're expensive.
Wow, I know she ain't.
The
Even
one
the
I-
cheap ones are expensive.
The one I currently have was $700.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Oh, and then we talk about garbage.
In our loads.
I get tired of when he's home.
After or
When
before?
you going back?
We'll probably do
Eat
it right
the
after.
icing and not the cookie, silly.
No, we can do it now.
Did
She
you
can
just
have
eat
whatever
the
she
icing
wants.
and not the
Yeah, do
cookie?
that.
That's the best part.
Okay, so, we're gonna do votes. One thing we
Let me ask
wanna,
you a question right here.
yeah,
Is this a vote every year?
yes.
Does it
Yes.
change every year?
Yep.
It's an opportunity for change every year.
A lot of the times it hasn't changed in past years.
Right,
Okay.
You know.
I just wonder if there was a vote every year or every 2 years. or-
Every year.
every year.
It's supposed to be every year.
Okay.
That's what house Susie and Tony was. They were always in it all the time.
They always just got voted back in.
Yeah. You know,
After that,
Cause nobody else wanted to do it.
Yeah.
and they
Once
had it
find out
kind of
what
under
we've
control.
gone through, they're like, yeah, no, I'm sorry.
as long as it don't go to your head.
No problem, President. You're coming up.
I ain't home long enough.
Okay,
So-
so,
Can I?
yes,
So when we vote and everything, I have to want to say everything as in, if you're gonna get a position, make sure your dues are paid. Number one, that's one requirement within a month, right? If you haven't. Number two is, if you are in a position, please be involved and participate in meetings or outings or whatever we have to do, okay? Because, you know, we had I know one person that he was involved for a little bit and then all of a sudden disappeared.
yeah, we can't even get a hold of him anymore.
Yeah, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure, I won't say names, but we just want to make sure if you get a position, please be involved in the whole year, not just part of the year or whatever.
And
okay?
I can vouch if you think it's gonna be fun. It's not.
Oh, come on.
But it's
I have
necessary.
fun.
It is necessary.
It's a second job with that thing.
Okay, so, and then
Is that
one
okay?
thing
How I
she
say-
needs to continue to say, Sue and Jameson paid a lot of property dues that were behind.
Yes.
And so they brought things current. Their exact message being Sue and Jameson is, if any lots that they paid for, until they're paid back, they do not have a vote. So if your lot was paid for, brought current by Sue and Jameson Smith,
You need to deal with her.
until you're paid up with them, you don't have a vote. That's her word.
Yeah, and then
That's
I
her
have
request.
Whose words?
Sue's words, yes.
Sue and Jameson
They're
Smith.
not involved in this home association, are they?
Because they have a lot of votes, because they own some lots here,
They
they
get to
get,
vote for each lot now?
Yes, they do.
yes. So they put their
And-
proxies in
I would
accordingly.
think if you don't live here, you don't vote.
Right.
Well,
Well, if they're paying,
if they're paying,
If
they
they're
have
paying
a
the dues
vote.
for a
Yeah.
lot,
then
then they get a vote.
Did they get to help pay for the road?
Oh, yes.
Yep, they did.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. 29 lots are in here, 29 lots paid. So that's,
They
They
paid,
covered it.
they
Yeah.
paid 5, but
Well, no,
some
they
of them
didn't
were
cover
back
29
due
lots.
for years.
Their dues
Previous
help pay.
owners, like
Yes,
the
they're
owner
just
of my
helping.
lot,
Yeah.
Peter Horn, healed.
So if there's like, we're talking 3 or 4 years behind, that's what they caught us up.
Which the Smiths.
So what you're saying there
So that's like Peter.
is because Sue owns my property, I'm not a member of your property owners association.
that's not true.
And because if I don't have a vote, I'm not a member. It's unconstitutional. Plain and simple.
Because you didn't pay your dues.
If I don't have a vote,
Because you
it's
didn't-
unconstitutional.
You didn't pay your dues.
If I don't have a vote, I'm not a member of your association.
Still get to vote for
I
president of the
get a
United
vote.
States.
This is America. We have laws, we have rules. If you discount anybody's vote, it's called discrimination. It opens you up for lawsuits under NIC, United States Supreme Court ruling. If I don't get a vote, I'm not a member of your property owners association. And according to the Utah Supreme Court, it puts you guys in violation of the Fair Housing Act. It also means any votes that have been done where discrimination has happened is fraud. It's unconstitutional, it's illegal, and it is exactly why the United States government is set up with 3 forms of government: an executive, a legislation, and a judicial.
Okay, we heard you.
You cannot have
We
all
heard you.
3.
We'll move forward. Thanks for the input.
Just talk to Sue.
I'm just telling you.
We heard you.
Yeah.
We'll just move forward.
Well,
That's
rule
fine.
The rule for unpaid and no vote.
It's
I
unconstitutional.
kind of have to agree a little bit. You can vote for the president of the United States and still owe taxes.
That's right.
No taxation
Everything
without
you're saying is
representation.
unconstitutional
I don't
and
know.
illegal.
I've never agreed with the you're behind.
It's illegal.
vote.
Okay.
It's
Illegal and
to pay dues,
unconstitutional.
too.
Yeah, I don't pay
True,
my dues.
true, but you
because I
can't
don't pay
take
my
away
rent.
representation.
It doesn't matter. This
Hey,
country
hey,
is
hey.
based on
We'll keep it down.
representation.
If
No
I don't
taxation
pay-
without
If
representation.
I
Okay,
don't pay my
stop.
car or my
then it gets
employee.
repossessed.
That's right. So if
That's
you
right.
can't afford to pay your
That's
bills,
right.
then you don't
I never
pay
signed
your
up to your POA. Not once. Show me a signature that I was agreed to pay into this POA at all.
When you bought a lot, you did.
I had contracted with the Smiths.
That's right.
I never contracted with anybody here to be a
The
part
Smiths
of
gave
this
you a CC and
POA.
R's, and that's where it's in.
But it doesn't say
It's
the CCRs
illegal
that
and
they don't pay you on vote.
unconstitutional. It's
Okay,
taxation
okay.
without representation.
Alright, we'll have to work on that.
It's illegal. It's unconstitutional.
Okay,
Everything that you
Heard
say
you.
is fraud.
heard you.
Good.
So-
It's also recorded, just so y'all know.
Good. In our minutes from last year and every year previous to that, I think we always had it in Tony and Susie's minutes. If you're not current, you don't have a vote. I don't think we ever had to worry about it because the people that weren't current never showed up.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I don't know, I could be. I
Just
don't-
because something's illegal and done from time the beginning doesn't change the fact that it's still unconstitutional and illegal.
Heard you, heard you.
So you're making
Why would you wanna
arguments
vote?
that
Why
are
would you wanna
moot.
vote on something that you're not a member of?
Right? That's my point. That's my point. If I don't have a
Okay.
voice, I'm not a member. Therefore, those rules don't apply to me.
The pay does.
POA does not apply to anybody who does not have a vote. That's unconstitutional. That's taxation without representation. That is the founding of this country. That is the basis of it. Welcome to America, folks. If you don't get a vote, it's called unconstitutional.
Okay, we need to move on now.
Heard you? That's enough.
President of the United States.
Okay, let's move on.
Oh, whoa, 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 wait. I don't like that door over there. I think you need to paint it red. You don't get a vote. Go do it now. That's what you're saying. You're saying because I live in this area,
Stop.
I have to do what you guys say? I don't get a vote on
Hey.
what happens on my property?
Then
You
go
all
to a
understand the
property that
concept
doesn't
of
have
private
a
property.
POA.
So, enough.
Do
No
you
more.
understand what private property is?
We understand.
You're telling me I don't get a
Stop.
vote on what goes
We
on my
heard you.
property. And I'm wanting this to change. Now.
Okay,
That's bullshit. You're saying I don't get a vote on what happens on my property.
stop.
We don't tell people what to do on that road.
You don't? So I've not had these guys
All right.
come in to tell me I had to move my fucking motorhome off the top of my property to the bottom of the hill for a year now?
County.
No,
Get up
you
to the
guys.
county.
You guys came and told me
Okay,
that. The
we're
county never told
we're
me
done with
that.
this.
You guys
Stop.
told me that. You
Stop.
guys told me where I could park my private property.
Stop.
You did.
We're having yes.
So, again, tell me again what I'm not talking about.
Okay,
I've got it on record. All of it.
I'm not.
It's
dealing with you.
unconstitutional what you're doing. I would like to move
Okay.
that we idle the Property Owners Association like Fairview Ranchos 1 did.
Anybody for a vote on that? Let's move. He opened the vote. Elimination of the POA dues.
No, just idle the POA.
Well, what
No
is the
POA, then
difference?
what's the point?
Yeah.
You know? There's nobody gonna be able to collect dues if
Okay,
there's
we're
no POA.
moving on. Okay. We have some money, we can bring in a couple dumpsters if we vote for it to
Clean up
do
properties.
some property cleanups. And I think they're gonna cost us close to $400 a dumpster. And they're just gonna be under that.
Does that depend on how many times it's done?
I think we will be able to keep it for a week
Yeah, but it's per dumpster, regardless.
per dumpster. So we want,
Yeah.
we want two.
I hauled 6 tons of garbage off my property and it cost me $18 the other day. I don't understand why we don't all just haul our own garbage.
Yeah, well, that's kinda what we're talking about, is if that's something that we
Just haul stuff
wanna
off or
do.
something.
If we-
I know Sue was talking about it. She said she agreed to it. She likes the idea.
Well, it's a great idea. It just doesn't seem like
Do
a.
people use it?
Well, people use it. I'm sure they will. But what?
last year.
We only did it one at a time that I'm aware of.
I think we did.
Tony and Susie set it up. And there was the one over here in front of Susie's place.
And there was one over
Yeah, I remember it.
Dan's.
I'm just saying, so I take a load for $18. Those dumpsters are probably 3 loads worth. We're spending a lot of money for everyone to just throw their stuff in that they could haul off themselves.
But not everybody has a truck and trailer.
Well, that's true.
But Chris has also offered to rent his trailer to
I don't-
anybody who needed it.
I'm just saying that I think it's kind of a waste of.
Okay,
funds.
so we got a vote for a no for sure.
Yeah.
You wanna see?
So for a 30-yard dumpster,
Over.
is $439 or $429.
Yeah. And it's money we'd have to spend. We don't.
Unless we wanna do a separate vote and then instead of using the POA money and everything, we can just have everyone, whoever wants to chip in on the money, or not doing
Or
this.
just
Yeah,
roll off our own. Like,
The other
All
issue I
off
see
our
is
own.
there's only 8 or 10. How many lots do we have people?
29.
Now I know that we have 29, but how many physically families do we have?
I think there's more than 8 or 9
There was
now.
5 lots not sold, but then there's other lands that.
They're blank. So say there's 10. So you're gonna have 10 lots out of 29 using dumpsters. So the other 19 their money's getting spent on dumpsters they're not using. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's got to be about 10, 12.
Is it possible just to save the money and instead of the dumpsters, if nobody agrees to them? Or,
Mhm.
I mean, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
But, everybody can just haul their own stuff?
Yeah,
Or
that's
Yep,
why
that's what this is about.
You just gave the second vote for that. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Alright.
That's what this is
Help
about.
out each other as a neighbor, maybe one day, just put everything on our trailers.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Have a neighborhood.
So we'll call that a vote. No.
Okay.
No? Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, gas is cheaper than wasting that money that we have saved up, so that we can better our roads, that's.
I vote no.
Okay.
Okay.
Third vote.
I don't.
Okay, no garbage.
I think is that the consensus thing?
Put a dumpster in front of her.
Like I'll pick one.
Right?
Get a consensus on that.
Is that a vote? No.
Yeah. So we have 3 people vote no.
Well, let's get everybody else here. Everybody's
Yours
happy
is
with
a no vote.
dumpster.
I'm sorry about this.
You vote no, right?
A dumpster.
For the dumpster.
Does everybody have a lot of garbage?
No.
Sí, básicamente
Some
quieren
lots
traer un
do.
dumpster.
Yeah, some of us live here.
Sí, eso escuché, pero ¿quieren que paguen esa parte o con el tío?
Is that included with the deal, or is that an extra charge for the dumpster?
It would just come
It
out
was
of our
gonna
dues.
come out.
It wouldn't be an extra charge.
And it's how long does the dumpster, is it temporary or for
It's
a
temp-
whole year?
temp-
No, temp.
It's temp.
This for like a week or 2.
So the pay, is it gonna include in the POH payment or is separate?
Included with your dues.
Is how much is for 400, I hear that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
About $430
I don't
for
know,
one
let's see, what
dumpster.
do they say?
I'm getting a no at this end. A no is here.
Yeah, I'd say no.
Let's call it a no. The vote
Que vienen-
closed at no. Okay.
But if you want information about it for your own lot or whatever, I have information about
No,
it.
it's okay, we don't need it right now, because we don't have too much junk to
Alright.
drop
Okay.
off, you know, but we okay.
Consensus is no.
If you,
Okay.
most of the people, they say yes, maybe.
Okay. You're like, whatever.
Yeah. They decide.
Okay,
I'm in the middle. I'm between.
there you go.
Alright.
Me too, me too.
Okay, are we not dumpstering?
No.
We're not dumpstering.
Okay, no dumpster, y'all.
Okay,
If
done.
y'all need some garbage hauled off, give me a holler and I'll help you.
Or a couch or something in a minute. No.
They're hauling our couch
I got a big trailer with signs on it.
Sweet sign. I paid for it.
Okay,
That way we unite more.
okay.
We get to know each other more and we help each other.
I don't know
Yeah, we
anybody
should.
here. I stay home.
All right.
But I'm glad to meet y'all, bro.
Should we go for the big?
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody else.
Okay. Our next vote, we'll do the committee, president, vice president, secretary, and 2
Treasurer.
trustees.
2 trustees and road.
And then, yes, and roads.
Is all of the positions filled right now? Are we changing that? or-
That's if you
It's
want to
based on a
change.
vote.
No, I'm saying, are the old positions
Oh, yes.
filled with somebody right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But we have to vote one out. My JC is a trustee. JC is not participating.
He's not here anymore?
We weren't supposed to name names.
Oh, well, because he's on the title, I have to name him.
Okay, fine.
I guess.
That's weird, I thought he was here because there's two vehicles on the top, and they're never there.
Yeah, see,
It's in the,
that,
across
So-
from me,
that
yeah.
single white trailer, across from Juan
And I
here.
know the county's trying to get that off, and Sue's trying to get that off too.
You call it JP?
JC?
So I met
Juan
the person
Carlos.
that believes, or says he owns that single line.
Oh yeah, yes. Sue said that someone bought it and then they're trying to get licensing or something to haul it over to Huntington.
And he's incapable.
Huh?
He's not able to do it?
I don't know. I heard that from
He works in,
Sue.
lives in Mount Pleasant or Fairview or something.
Okay. Should we start the big ones?
Okay, open vote for president.
Open
Nominees.
discussion.
Nominees.
Nominees.
You can't
Nominees for president, anybody?
write the proxies down?
Yeah, so I'll write the proxies down too, but anybody have a nominee for president?
All right.
You nominated?
Okay,
I agree, Craig, because that's so much for us.
okay,
Yes.
Craig is so,
Don't count.
that's his
I can't see nothing.
alright.
Who else besides Craig?
But you like.
So how many votes down there? So we have
Okay, raise of hand.
per lot, one hand per lot.
I
One,
nominate
two,
Chris.
three,
Is it undisputed?
Pedro?
well,
yeah, Pedro.
you
Craig?
can say Craig,
Craig.
okay? Craig.
Stay there.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're at 5 right now,
Yes, one.
and how many
Sue
POAs?
is gonna do 5 also.
So these proxies here,
Oh,
those three, there's 3 proxies here for Craig as well,
so
and Sue's,
Sue is,
her 5 lots,
yep,
so
5.
another 5 from Sue. Okay,
Alright, anyone else wants to be president?
Well, technically, I mean, you should
Yeah.
nominate before you vote. Right. Now those votes are all gone. You can't. Well, I get it. Craig's obviously in, but
Alright, where should we vote, do that again?
no. It's fine. It's fine, but
Craig's in.
but you have to have multiples so people can
yeah.
basically
That's
everyone voted on
true.
Craig, and then you're like, who are you gonna else you gonna vote
Who
for?
else wants to be
Well,
nominated?
who's nominated
Well, it's too
somebody
late.
else?
If Nancy is second, is got none.
Who else is nominated?
Well, there's not. But what I'm saying is,
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
say I want to nominate Ryan at this point. All 10 votes have already went to Craig, so none of those 10
But
votes get to go to.
Yours didn't go anywhere, did it?
Did I have your vote yet?
Yeah, we didn't get your vote.
These are just
No.
a few plus the proxies.
But that's not my point. I'm just saying that you have to have all your nominations up first, so that people
Alright.
can choose left or right, not
We
just.
called for nomination, and I guess.
I'm not arguing. It's fine. Craig's great, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying you have to have all your nominations. So
Well,
people-
that's what we call for. I mean, each year we ask in the beginning, okay, we need nominations, so I write the names down,
Yeah.
and then we. I
Alright.
guess we should. I see what.
Our bad.
yeah,
Our bad.
all the nominations
Okay,
have
now
to be
vice
out.
president, secretary,
Okay.
and treasurers, we're gonna do correctly.
Okay, we're doing those correctly. Alright, who wants to be vice president?
Okay,
Nominees are,
Jesse.
who?
Jesse?
Jesse?
I vote for Carl.
I have to get the names written down. So
Hold on.
Carl turned his proxy in, and his,
Carl,
what's her name?
Anyone else?
hang on.
Come on, Jesse, stand up.
Jesse. Oh, hold on.
I'll
Wants to
nominate
be a
Ryan.
nominee for Ryan.
For vice president?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any other nominees for vice president? Right now it's Jesse, Carl, and Ryan.
Alright.
Craig,
Craig.
you have any input before we start the voting?
No, I'm just looking at proxies.
Okay.
No.
He's busy.
All right. So let me
Alright.
let me hurry and get the proxies down. Now, so there's one for Carl. Carl. What about Sue's? Does she have a proxy for
No.
VP?
She didn't say, she said I can vote for whoever I want.
Oh,
Okay.
what's his name? Jerry.
Jerry?
Jerry's proxy is in there,
Yeah, that's this top one.
and I'll go with Carl. So put Jerry down as Carl.
Yeah, I did, that's, he's the
Okay.
proxy, so I wrote it down. Alright, so the proxies are done, now individual lots,
Alright,
your vote.
alright, we'll do 5 from
Okay.
Sue.
So we'll leave that last.
Alright, fine.
5-1, 5 for
So
what?
that's Sue's proxies,
Go to what?
this is Carl.
Okay.
Okay,
Who's up for vote?
Ryan, or,
So it's Yessie,
Yessie?
Carl, and Ryan.
Oh, I'll vote Carl.
Alright,
So you're,
down there?
those ones in the proxies have all.
So what they've
They've
effectively
overpowered everybody.
done is they've created an illegal voting procedure here in which
I know,
they
but there's
get
not
all
enough
the
people
votes.
here to override anything.
That's 6 votes in one person right there.
Yeah.
But my vote don't count. There's 6 votes in one person, but mine don't count. This is illegal as all get out. Holy shit, this is illegal.
Sue owns your property. Her proxy, that's her vote.
That's 6 votes in one person. It's an illegal vote. I'm voicing it. It's illegal.
The owner of your property just.
That's
voted.
6 votes in one person. It's illegal. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional.
You're on the same law.
You know,
So you see why that's the
without
same
being
situation.
asked
The
first.
power should never be held one, no matter.
No,
if they own one.
that's illegal and unconstitutional all the way across the board.
So Sue that owns the property has no right to vote, is that? what
No,
you're
she
saying?
don't. She don't live here. It's private property. She has a contract with me, not you. Any contract she has to do with you has nothing to do with me.
She owns that lot. When
And,
you pay it off, you own it.
and
Choice.
she doesn't get to have my voice. She is not my person. She is not my representation. I am here to represent me. You're doing an illegal, unconstitutional thing right now.
Okay.
That's why the government is set up the way it is. 6 votes in one person is bullshit.
Just to get to stay calm. Right, wrong, or indifferent, we may be making mistakes. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it peacefully.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. Let's hang the nigger next door. We don't give a shit.
You know what, you can leave now.
Get off the property.
Thank you.
Get off my property.
Come on. Now not only have I been, oh, this is great. This is great. Get your cup. Never ever seen so much prejudice in one room in my life. Yes, prejudice. You just heard me. Illegal, unconstitutional, prejudice bullshit. You heard me. You heard me. Quit treating people like they're second-class citizens.